I hope the air back there is not messing up for you guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good vibes, good energy, good people. It's your boy Mickey Fenty, aka Mickey Made It. If you're new to this channel, you know what to do to this channel. Subscribe right now. Also, if you want to support my brand, it's inspiredbydreams.shop. That's the place to go. All you got to do is punch in your email and you unlock everything. You get to see all the new drip and the new designs I have for you guys. All right? Love you guys. Okay, I'm gonna take it kind of slow this morning. I'm taking it a little easy this morning. I have another video after this for you guys, and it's gonna be a deep one. That starts at 10. I'll be on there too. But there's a lot going on in these YouTube streets, man. Before we get into it, yesterday I want to let you guys know I went to my doctor, got myself a nice little checkup, nice little physical, and still waiting on some blood work results. But I'm feeling good. I'm a little weight off my mental a little bit, you know what I mean? Because I do have anxiety, and sometimes that could get in front of you. So just wanted to let you guys know, yeah, I'm on the relaxed tip this morning. But I seen some things that I wanted to go over with you guys that might not necessarily, some people might not understand. This whole thing about artists getting locked up and for past crimes and things like that. This is one of the things I told you guys. It's all about the AI. It's all about the way people are using technology in whatever format they are, whatever whatever their criteria is or whatever job they have. AI is being implemented in all of these. And when it comes down to detective work, just the law, criminals and all that, it's easier to catch them because AI can put things in reverse, rewind it, put things together, just formulate things and make it a lot easier to see what's going on when it comes down to these situations. Let's start with this whole, yesterday I seen, so now Yella Beezy, they arrested him and charging him in connection to the murder of Mo 3. I don't know what's going on, but I kind of know what's going on. What happens is you're not going to be able to get away with crime in these times, especially as far as like, artists doing crimes with big names. People are putting together these stories online. I think what's going on is that they're going to certain like say content creators who put these stories together and tell the beefs that's going on. They're actually sitting down and watching these things, and yeah, if they have certain things that they're missing in the case, the YouTubers and people are filling it in for them. So it looks bad, man. It just looks bad. Taking somebody's life, you're not gonna get away with it. Like I always told you guys, whether it's on Earth or you got to go to the big man upstairs. And it seems like people are getting caught for these things, man. It's a shame that you could start a career and just blow your life away just like that. It's not funny. It's crazy. It's definitely crazy. And I felt like, from my understanding of that whole beef that Mo 3 had with Yellow Beezy, Mo, it kind of like Mo 3 he was kind of like hating on him in a way, not really hating, but like kind of like going at him in a way. And it's sad that it turned out this way, but in the end, like I say, everybody is in trouble on this, right? It's sad, man. I don't know, but yeah, man, I wanted to tell you guys, get a little talk with you guys. Take care of your health. Make sure everything is going right with you, and you're gonna live a prosperous life. Everybody's chasing this money and doing the wrong things to get it and getting caught and then having it snatched away. I don't know what to tell you guys, man, but it's wicked out there. Even look at the Big U case. Big U, he was so calm. He was driving with his kids. When he responded, to turn himself in. It's just like they have so much evidence on him that it's not even if he's fighting guilty or not. He's just mad at the people that I guess that, told on him, or he feel told on him or whatever. But man, don't do the crime. You don't have to do the time. You know what I mean? There's so many other ways of getting money, getting paid. Nowadays, you don't got to go out there and hurt nobody. And especially if you're a rapper, I mean, to be honest with you, as a rapper, that position you play, you really can't do any harm to anybody else, even if you tell somebody to go do it, because if it relates back to you, that it all formulates into this conspiracy and in this kind of like a RICO. It's like a kind of like a new RICO where they just grab up everybody that's involved in the situation and start dishing out time to each individual. It's kind of crazy. It's absolutely. I mean, for the artists out there, man, just do your music, man. Don't worry about all of this other street stuff. All of that stuff is getting cleaned up right now. People are not understanding all these crimes that we thought that were prosperous in the past. They're not prosperous right now because of technology, and things are just moving at a faster pace. People are, they have more, technology can put things together. And I hope for the youth, y'all are understanding what's going on, because it gives you an idea that, you got to push the violence and all that stuff out of the way, because it's not serving the culture, and it's not good for anybody, man. People are losing their family members and things, and they're stupid. It's over stupid stuff. It's not even over like anything like worth fighting for. So yeah, man. Another thing I wanted to talk about too. I was hearing yesterday, because I'm more on the I'm on the relaxed tip today. But yesterday I heard the whole thing with Kanye West and the way he spoke on Jay-Z and Beyonce's kids. It lets me know that like he does have something definitely wrong with him, not just because it's Jay-Z and Beyonce, but just because he could stoop that low to, speak on somebody's kids, knowing he has kids of his own, and he's going through issues with his family, and now he's pulling these things out and just speaking on, just so disrespectful. And when you're talking about, and even using, when you're saying things like when you use words like the R word, like let's say for somebody's retarded, that's disrespectful, and nobody use that word right there. Is just it's just as bad as using the N word and other words like that, because it's disrespectful. I can't believe he was stooped that low. But it lets me know that, he's not really all the way right like that. He's not really all the way right, and he would do anything for attention. Man, I don't know. You would think these people don't got a dollar in their pocket the way they acting, man. But it seems like they're more worried about the fame than the money. The fame is keeping them in the public's eyes, and I guess when you get addicted to that fame, man, that thing could take you under without you seeing all the things that you made up to that point. It's sad. I don't know. Some of these things I can't, like how you say, if that was me. Well, these are one of those situations where a lot of us would say, if that was me, I wouldn't even go this route or that. I don't know, man. It's almost like in these times, people will do anything to grab people's attention, and they'll stoop the lowest. They'll stoop the lowest. I think it was very disrespectful. I was just like, man, wow, you gonna talk about his kids like that? Wow. And these are not even, regardless of what Jay and Beyonce, how he feels about their kids, why would you just go? I mean, did they do something to you? Are you holding something inside that they're doing that's bothering you? I don't know. I couldn't have no understanding of it. I think Kanye is just at the point where he'll try to he just wants to be in the public eye. And I don't even think that like people really, he always says the worst, so you can expect that out of him now, So I don't think people are really giving him too much of I just feel like, yo, he just pray for that, man. Just pray for him, man. Not everybody is on, have this up here, so you got to pray for them people, man. Pray for them people. Another thing I wanted to talk about was Young M.A. With that whole video that her ex-girlfriend dropped. It was very disrespectful, and I seen that she came back and she spoke on it. And I'm wishing her healing energy, because she was one of the artists that I really liked, and her music, she's always dope. She kept it hip-hop, very nice behind with the bars. I really want to see more from Young M.A, but I want to see the healthy Young M.A. I don't want her to just jump out there just so because people want to see her. But when she feels at her best, I would love to see her come back and do what she do, because when it comes down to, especially at early ages, people don't understand like what was early age for us growing up. Right now it's even earlier, because I mean, if you really think about it, your real fame and your music, where all attention is going to be on you, is in your younger years. The older you are, you should have already built up a fan base that already knows you for who you are. But when you're younger, you're building the base up, and You want people to, keep them eyes on you. It's hard work. It's hard work. It's not easy, especially being a rapper in these times. I can see what's going on, and all that street stuff. You can go around that, man. And don't we no longer could point the finger and say, well, they're just aiming at rappers or this and that, because we see, just like in the Yella Beezy case, that he probably has something to do with it. We've been hearing this on YouTube for the longest. It's not like this is something new I heard. This is something I heard on YouTube. People was putting this story together from a while now. And look, now he ended up, and prison ain't the place to be, man. It's not. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. You'd rather do anything, even if you don't do anything outside. You'd rather be outside than inside that place, because there's no telling, are you gonna make it out or not. So I try to, for everybody that you want to better yourself, better your life. Me, I try to take it one step at a time, man. Like, especially when I'm dealing with my health, like changing up my foods. My doctor said I got to do some more exercising, so I got to get on that. And these are the things that takes your mind off of all the other stuff, man. I got to get certain things done in my life so I can get myself back and fully strength. Actually, too, I'm gonna buy another laptop so I can just sit down and chat with you guys. So that's gonna be a dope thing too. I'm gonna buy another laptop, because the laptop that I'm using right now, I usually use this for all fashion design and a lot of design. So it has a lot of things in it that fills it up with a whole bunch of fashion stuff. And I don't want to erase it, because it all goes for the brand. And I have different designing, kits and things like that I don't want to get rid of. So I figure I'll just get like a new laptop and just do that, leave that laptop just for live streaming and chopping it up with you guys. So that's what I'm be up to, looking for, a nice little laptop or something. There's little things I'm just gonna be doing around the side, just to better my life, make it a little more comfortable. Another main thing is eating good food. Make sure the food that you put inside your body is right for you. That's one thing I really want to keep you guys in mind of, because that's what I'm going to be doing, man. I'm trying to find new ways to, that's a journey within itself. For anybody that's in their late 30s or 40s, we got to find a new way to better our lives, as well as continue our journeys and the things that we love doing. And I would suggest anybody out there, make sure you get your physical, make sure you check up with your doctor, make sure you check your health is right before you do anything, because once that's snatched away from you, you can't do anything. And you won't be the same, and you won't have this as sharp if you don't have that together. So that's something I want to give you guys right there as well. Don't skip and breeze by it, man. I got a good doctor, love my doctor. Another thing I seen too, that Tony Busby, he's off the case right now, right? I don't know this whole thing with Diddy. To be honest with you, a lot of this stuff with Diddy, man, it seems like I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think. I see another person that's close to him. I believe it's one of his. Let me see. I believe it's one of Diddy's. This shit is chief and staff spoke out on him. So that was somebody that was working close to him. So every time we hear situations where, we hear Diddy did this or did that, there's always somebody that's close to him. That's why I told you, I think that what they're going to use in court are the people that can testify, the people that can sit up there and say, I was actually working with him, than the people that was just causing these allegations or putting the things out like that. Because I feel like those are going to be more substantial, the people that work with him, than the people just setting the allegations. So we'll have to wait and see. Like I told you guys the other live, ABC picked it up on their podcast. I guess Channel 7 is going to be the only one with the air to. I don't know if we're going to be able to see it, but I know they're definitely going to have, we're definitely going to be able to hear the court case when it drops. It's really crazy out there, man. And don't talk about Big U. I was watching shouts out to a few dudes. Shouts out to Zip with the Drip. That's my guy. Every time I see Zip, he put a smile on my face. I wasn't feeling as well, and I came in after the doctor, just getting my head right. And I turned on the YouTube, and I seen Zip, and he was talking about it. I said, man, this guy, he put a smile on my face, man. So shouts out to Zip with the Drip. But yeah, man, Good morning, good morning. Love you guys, love you guys. I really appreciate you. I'm just trying to figure out this whole thing, man. Like everybody getting themselves in, like people going in the wrong direction. Going in the wrong direction. You're making a little piece of money. You could always, you could always put and stack on that. You could always make that happen. Like don't throw away your life for silly stuff, man. It's not worth it in these times. You're a little older, you got something going for yourself, you gotta build on it. Whatever you got, put something on it, or invest in something, put your money here, tuck it, but don't use your money to go out there and try to go at somebody. That's the worst thing you can do in these times. Trust me, for the people that's really gonna live it out and go through with it, don't do it. Don't do it, man. These people putting the cases together, and we losing a lot of people. We losing a lot of people. I'm pretty sure Yella Beezy, he's not gonna be the last one. And all the crimes and doing that, it just ain't worth it, man. It just ain't worth it. We got so much to do. If you guys can understand what I'm saying, we got so much to do before we can get to a point where we feel like we've established like a common ground where we can say, you know what, when I go over to there, when I'm messing with hip hop or when I'm doing this, I can make some money out of that without these people trying to kill me or do something to me. Because that's what it comes from. It's jealousy, greed, not want to see your own people do good. I never look at somebody else because I feel like they're doing better than me, or look at somebody like because they're making a lot of money and then look and feel some type of way. That's not the way you live your life. Sometimes you could look over and say, you know what, if you can't see yourself doing the same things that these people are doing for money, find something that you love and it'll pay off. It'll pay off. I'm kind of sick and tired of seeing. And I hear now Fivio Foreign, he was locked up. It's like all this prison and all of this stuff. It's starting to look like they're rounding up people from. And let me tell you, like all the Adam 22s and all those places where, like I tell you, the feds, the cops, they've been watching them people. Because all they got, I'm gonna tell you how easy it is. All they got to do is take the link to their video, put it in like a chat GPT. Let's just say Yella Beezy and Mo3, and tell chat GPT to put together all the evidence you have with these two guys, all the beefs they had, everything they put on social media, and put the case together. And chat GPT, and it'll put it together. The difference is, the reason why we see a lot of people getting caught faster, like in the past without all this social media, like certain precincts, certain detectives, they would get high ranked because of this. They had this to figure out these cases, think about it, that's not going to be in every precinct or every law enforcement establishment. That's not going. You're going to have maybe one detective that's really, really good in like Texas, and he travels and he could solve things. Now it's not like that. Now everybody is on that top platform because they have things implemented like ChatGPT and these AI technologies that can solve the crimes at a higher rate. So everybody has access to this type of technology. So now it makes it that much easier for you to catch criminals. So that just knocks out half of the criminals. Like, they just knocks them out. And it's not like they catching people for small time. Nah, I mean, they putting people away for 20 somebody years and things like that. That's scary. You don't make it out like that. You don't make it out like that. I'm to the point where I'm kind of like, even though, people are doing these crimes, I don't like to see people go to the prison. Like, I know they messed up, but it's like, damn, man. And even and for the youth, like say you make your money on YouTube, you're making a good substantial amount of money. Put your money in a place where you can get it back. Like, don't just go out there and just blow it like that, because what happens is now you might take a little drop. That's how it goes in the streets. That's how it goes in these YouTube streets too. You might take a little drop. Your view's not as going as good as you thought. Now you out there trying to find something else or do something to flip something that's going to get you in trouble. You just gotta, sometimes you gotta take the lumps, man. Don't go, if you already been, God bless you with a privilege, you got the privilege to make music and people follow you behind your music, and that's a career. That's something you could stand for and say, you know what, I'm an artist. But when you out there and you're doing crimes and doing this and you're trying to like build up an image for yourself, the real ones is trying to erase the image of that, and you trying to put on the image. It just goes to show like you're thinking backwards. You want people to know what you did so you could put this tough exterior on. Whereas the real ones want to take that exterior off and let people know that they are as calm and cool as possible, because you don't want to be categorized in that pocket. Once you're in that pocket, it's like a list, and it's just your time is coming. There's no way escaping, especially when you have technology that can rewind cameras. It's the big rewind. It's the fact that they can rewind and put the case together from different things, and YouTube tells it all. I see a lot of content creators, some of them don't even know that what they're saying could put people in prison, but for the rest of them, they know, because the stuff that's being put out there, it's getting people locked up, man. It's getting people locked up. Yella Beezy, I haven't heard, much from him since like a couple years back, but I did hear about the Mo 3 in the past, and I'm just like, man, I seen the other day, I was watching on Tubi. Nick Cannon got a special, right? He's doing like this dope. I might be late on this. Y'all might have seen this, but I'm just seeing it now. He had a special on cars, and just different artist cars. It was a very dope series he put together to sell the Tubi, and Nick is on there, and he's kind of like he's going through with different artists. And when it got up to Lil Durk, I'm just like, Durk, Lil Durk, man. I mean, that's one of my favorites out of the Shy, and it's sad they got him like for like a murder for hire. I can't jump on here and say Lil Durk, free Lil Durk, this and that. All I can say is I hope that he can get out of this, and because I don't know what these guys are doing outside of it. They putting these conspiracies on people and these RICO charges where if it's somebody a part of your crew, they pulling you in too. But I feel bad because he was one of the ones. I really like Durk, man. I really like his music. I like how he move about himself. He was on the up and up. Trying to just change his life around and give himself a whole new look. And I was for that, man, because I know sometimes you come from hearts. Just because you hurt somebody, or you might be hurting somebody in self-defense, or just because you're in an aggressive area, and somebody got to make it out on top. And 9 out of 10 the guys that have something else to go to, like music and things like that, they do get a chance to scale out of that thing. But once you stay involved in it, then things happen. Your man get caught up in the mix, and he's trying to knock something down outside in the street. He get caught up, and now they're saying it's because of you and your crew, because he does have tags to your crew. So I felt bad, man. I'm like, damn, Lil Durk, man. I hope, I wish him well, and I hope that this ain't no like life sentence or nothing like that, because I don't know his case, but I know he locked up. I'm just thinking like, man, this is like they giving them the money, and then the law is taking the money back through the crime. To be honest with you, you can't do no crime at all. You can't do no crime at all. As a rapper, that's the opportunity. People see you as a rapper, that's the opportunity. No matter if somebody's beefing with you, pay them no mind. Unless they step in front of you, or you're in a vicinity where you have to handle that, don't pay them no mind. Don't be talking on social media telling like what the beef's about and this and that, because people like to do that too. They'll trick you out the bag. They'll start telling all the beefs that what you got going on with them. Oh, I'm gonna do this, do that. And all they doing is giving them people more information to get you locked up. We can't be having our peoples out here. I don't like, I'm the type of person, like, after a while, like, you could tell. I told you I got anxiety, so I be taking things, like, a little more to heart, because I'm a little older than these young boys. So all of these guys out here, I see making these mistakes. I'm like, man, I could have schooled them or got them past that if I just showed them through a different lens how this is going to turn out. It ain't cool no more to be, like, the toughest guy, because you know something gonna happen to that person. When you see somebody trying to act the toughest, you just pray for them, because you already know they're gonna either pass away, somebody gonna hurt them, or test them. And that should be said for anybody that thinks that that they're the toughest, because everybody, wherever, all these places we from, everybody got somebody that's wild and crazy. Everybody knows somebody like that, but not everybody know that like a wise person that can lead them in the right direction is what I'm seeing. A lot of people are missing that in their crews and in their circles, because they got these people around them. They yes men. They don't want to tell them the truth because they feel like they're gonna lose something out of it. First of all, you ain't supposed to think you was gonna get something for in the first place. You're supposed to be doing what you doing, and whatever you doing, maybe if your man blow it with a rap, he might throw you a few dollars so you can get what you got going. Not looking up to see whatever crumbs you can grab or see who you can hold down. No, that's not how it goes. And people lose that sense and they fall short. I hate to see my peoples falling short like that because you're throwing your life away, man. Look, when I looked at that special, I was proud of Nick Cannon. I was proud of Nick Cannon. He'll tell you if somebody asks him. I left a message on his thing and everything. It ain't like people blind. I felt like, yeah, people always paint this light of him, you know, with all the kids and having a whole bunch of kids, but they never really paint they never really paint that picture of how Nick, you know, he likes to start something, create something, and he finishes it. That's where our mentality's gotta be, man. If you want to, like, let's say you're a YouTuber, you want to start a new show, start the new show. Carve your time out. How much time you gonna have for start your show? Do what you gotta do. Don't go out there. It's cold out there. I told you that. Them people out there don't care. They don't care about you or your family. Look how Kanye talk about Jay-Z and them family. Does that show you? That could show you right there that you think people gonna care about your family while you out there? Them people don't love you, man. Now, there's some people that's been blessed enough to have some really, really good friends that understand them for the things that they do, but not everybody's gonna get that. Especially in our community where we're coming from these environments where everybody's trying to win. People don't believe you can all win. We can all win together, but it's true. We can all win together. It's a collective that makes us strong. It's not an individualism. It's not like an individual thing. But you guys will get that as the time goes, because I'm seeing a lot more people have an understanding of what's going on, and a lot more people changing around the way they do things, and that puts a smile on my face, man. Even me, I'm not the most perfect person. Before, in the past, I would snap quick, like, and it wasn't really snapping because I'm a tough guy. It was just snapping in defense of myself. Like, oh, I'm not gonna let that happen to me. Oh, nah. Okay, no. I had to start waking up and start thinking, like, you know, the power is within myself. The power is up here. Just knowing to say, no, I'm not going there. I'm not going to that club tonight. I'm not going to that strip club. I'm not drinking that. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. It makes you that much of a stronger person, because all of that stuff is set up to go against what you got going on. And I realize that. So I'm trying to get past all of that. I was proud to tell my doctor, no, I don't drink at all. No alcohol at all. I mean, she said, you know, have you had sex in the last 12 months? How, a little different. But at the end of the day, you know, nah, I don't drink at all. And that's a good thing, because I'm trying to get as healthy as possible so I can show up for you guys. And sometimes my anxiety makes me makes me feel like, damn, what's wrong with these people? But I have to realize I see the problem. I see the problem. People ain't got no hope. People ain't got no trust for nobody. And especially nowadays, nobody want to lose a fight. So what's the sense of even trying to start the fight? It make no sense to me. I don't even want to fight with nobody. I'm telling you, like in the street, I don't want to fight with nobody. I'm more easier to resolve a situation. I don't care what you call me. It's nothing you can really call me that can really hurt me like that. You know, you can say anything to me. I can move on with my life with that. But when you go out of your way and you put your hands on somebody, or you do this and you pull out a weapon and this and that, it's now things get a little different. Now it's different. And a lot of times, I'll be surprised with you, man. A lot of these people, like I see a lot of dead people. I'm gonna be honest with you. I see a lot of dead people. I was thinking back of like Young Dolph and how they snatched his life away from him. And I'm like, damn, these young boys ain't really did nothing to nobody. It's just jealousy. We gotta kind of like, the people that, you know, when people got like that jealous type of spirit about them, no matter if you're doing good, they always got something to say bad about you. You gotta stay away from them people. And I'm not saying be tougher than them, but those people are the most dangerous people on earth, jealous people and greedy people. Don't you know I support people without even getting sometimes support for myself? I've always been that way. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a natural reaction to say, you know what, I'm gonna support that person because I know what they're going through. That's just a natural reaction for me. That's just like, come on now. I just feel like we are hurting us. And as much as we want to say, point the finger to other people, we are hurting us. We are hurting ourselves. We are putting ourselves in, and sometimes don't think it's just a gangster thing. Sometimes a person could be stuck in a corner scared, and they end up going out there and doing something to somebody because they felt like that person was going to come and do something to them. It happens like that sometimes. A lot of these guys never been through certain situations, like, so their first move might be their last move. And I'm like, man, you know, damn, man. You gotta really, you know, like, look at a musician, like, and be honest with you, y'all gonna laugh though. Y'all gonna really laugh when I explain something to y'all. Like, at first, I didn't even know, like, I didn't know, like I knew Kendrick Lamar was rich, but I never really knew how much money these people have. That never really came across my mind, like, how much the rapper has, and, oh, he has millions of dollars. Like, because what you have in what they have is none of my business. What they served as far as their music, that's great enough for me. Like, I appreciate that. I support whatever he has. It's not because I'm not gonna say to myself, oh, he has millions of dollars, so I'm not gonna support him. He's good. No, because if I get something out of his music and I get like a sense of belonging, or I get a sense of feel good, or if he open my mind up to something else, then that's good enough for me. That's support. I don't care how much. I believe people should get everything they deserve. Everybody that put hard work in should get everything they deserve. I never look at it like, oh, he has so-and-so has this amount of money. And I think that is frustrating the youth, because when you tell the youth certain things about how much money people this and have, and if they're coming from rough environments, that's all they see. You know, a lot of them don't even want to do the music. They don't want to do the music, but they want the money. And it's a crazy thing. What's up, y'all? Yup. Thank you. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, I don't force people on the donations and stuff, but you know, if you donate, it's cool. Donate your time, donate your love. Everything's cool. We're gonna be all right in God's grace, man. Trust me when I tell you. We just gotta keep ourselves together and keep our minds right. That's what I'm trying to do. Trying to keep my mind right. I was nervous I get nervous, but I was nervous going into the doctor, to be honest with you. But it's something you gotta do, man. You gotta get your health and everything together. You gotta control my anxiety and stop, because sometimes anxiety is also, it's a fear, but it's also, sometimes you could care too much, overly doing things and overthinking things and all of that stuff, man. We're all dealing with certain things as humans, and we got to start realizing the more we come together, the more we can get things done and solved. I see also like a loss of respect for like for the ladies. And the reason why I see a loss of respect, I think that's due to greed too, that being that now, you know, females are making a little bit more money, and they're honing in on the things that they can make money on a little more, and that's frightening to some men, because in relationships now they don't feel like they're the lead, and it's a whole lot going on, man. It stems from greed, money, and all these types of things. I feel like the ones who fall in love, the ones who get together, the ones who stay together forever, are the ones that look past all the material things and just concentrated on the things that meant most to those two people. You know, like when they say, like, put your kids first, there's something to be said about that. Like, when you start a family and you're starting a family, and you have kids, you now take that love, and it's almost like a transformation of you giving them everything you would want to give to yourself no matter what. And I feel like that's lost in a lot of these families too. It's kids are getting raised by social media. We got a lot to do. We got a lot of work to do. And this is not a job that for one person. I want everybody to know that. This is not a job for one person. This is something, if I have a question and I come on here and I try to ask you guys, this is something like a collective of people that we need to use our minds to try to get through these times. I try to figure it out because I know, like, let's talk about this. Like, even with Big U, right? The type of crimes that they have him, they're saying they even have forensics of the saying the person that got killed, the person scratched them, so they had their DNA under the fingernails. All of this stuff is stuff we see like on the first 48 and things like that. And I'm not saying that he wasn't a good person, because I had to go back and I had to think this out here, and I'm hearing that he had a football team, the youth, he was doing things for them. You can't be wrong and strong. You can't be bad and good at the same time. Once you take on that leadership is, you gotta take the punches. I don't care if they say you're this, you're that, or you left the gang. You gotta leave all of that alone, because anything can be put onto this. And if that is true, what is going on? He was so, what really amazed me, right? He was so calm, turning himself in with his kids, and that right there was the scary part. Because any man that never did what they're saying is going to be kicking up. But that type of crime where it's going to take you away from your murder and this and that, and you just going in calm, turning yourself in, and you got your kids there, something is not right. Something is not right. I'm no fool. He did something. Then people ain't just going to pick up Big U. It's not like a conspiracy where it is. No. I don't believe that. I believe that he was still continuing this type of gangster thing, and you don't have to do that for the street dudes out there. Don't let nobody fool you. You're not, like, being in a gang, you're not stuck in the gang. No, you're not stuck in the gang. You can change your life tomorrow and do something else, and still, because 9 out of 10 times, not everybody is going to be leading that gang. You be the leader to leave. Your life depends on it. Because if that idiot makes a mistake and goes out there and harms somebody, you mean to tell me they're going to call and everybody gets locked up in the gang? Well, that ain't worth it. Not when you have a family at home that love you. Not when you love somebody else that you maybe want to start a family with. These are the people that it comes to your mind before all of this stuff. Don't throw your life away. You'd rather be here on the outside trying to make things happen and try to figure something out than being on the inside trying to get out. They have too? They also have, there's a record producer. Let me see, is he a producer? I believe he's the owner of a label right now that he's in court. I believe it's like, hold on, let me check it out for you guys. Hold on. If I could get his name. He's in court on it's like conspiracy charges. People are getting, and don't talk about the robberies, y'all. I don't know, not a lot of people talking about this, but Kylie the other day, Kylie Jenner, these guys, they try to rob her. And I guess in her establishment, her working establishment, they try to run up in there and they try to rob her, whatever. And it's like, you don't see where the mental health takes a play in this? You think a person that is up here that's off is looking at these celebrities and things, whatever, on their phone, I don't know, however they watching, and thinking right? No, they're thinking whatever they craziness. When we're all human beings, and we all have the same amount of time, and we can all get to a point where we feel comfortable, and we can all celebrate within ourselves instead of somebody coming trying to harm us. But it's people with this, it's off. That's why you gotta stay away from people. That's why. Be around the people that you can trust only. It's only going to be a little while before things start, like, playing itself out and people start really understanding that, okay, guys catching up with the crimes. But being that these artists are in Front Street and it's easier to solve these crimes. You can go to YouTube and solve all of these crimes. They even doing it with the Biggie and the Tupac case. You know, you guys know what's going on. Don't get yourself in trouble, man. Hold on, let me see. Mickey, my new. I appreciate that. I don't mind, you know. It's almost like I'm not a therapist, but if I can help you with anything, you have any questions you want to ask me, and I know the best way out of it, I'll definitely give it to you. I'm not a type of person that holds back on information. I just want everybody to. It's like kind of like, you know, you can't enjoy yourself around people that's not happy for you, or not like they don't have a loving spirit. You got to be around people that's going to be proud of you, because being proud of you, it gives them a sense of joy within themselves. That's, if you don't have that type of thing around you, try to build it. Try to spend some time with yourself before you let other people into your life. Because social media leaves the door open for everybody to jump in your life and tell you what you should be doing or what you shouldn't be doing. But in true reality it's really a place where you can connect with the people that you're trying to do things like, or you're trying to learn things from, or just being a part of like a conversation. A lot of these people, they're lost, man. It's sad. Us as people, all we have to do, if a healthy life is a happy life. I know as the youth, they're coming up, you know, like so many of the youth was misled to think that, you know what, I'm not going to school because I don't have the right outfits, this and that. But the wise ones knew that it was going to come a point where they would not look down at their shoes, they would not look at their clothes, they would look at them eye to eye for who they are. Not everybody it's not your fault that your people might not have as much as the next person. But then the only thing that's your fault is where do you take it? You got to take it somewhere. You got to take it somewhere. You have to fight. You're gonna have to fight. You're gonna have to fight for your youth. You're gonna have to fight for your future. The fight never stops. Even with an adult, I'm here to tell you, the fight never stops. It's always gonna be somebody or some place that you want to go, or somebody that's trying to hold you back. But you have to show people who your real self are. Show people your heart this time, not your weapons. That ain't gonna serve us. That's gonna take our lives away. Because as much as you think you can't, we all could be replaced. Each and every one of us. You know what we are? We're just a nut. We are formulated as human beings. Until we treat each other and we see more value in ourselves than just that, that's how they're going to treat us when they try to hurt us. I don't want anybody to judge me by the clothes that I'm wearing. I just rather them judge me by the type of person that I am. Oh man, I appreciate you, Kev. I appreciate you, man. Sometimes don't worry though. We're gonna be all right. Trust me when I tell you we're gonna be all right, because we're gonna figure it out. You see? Once you find the right information and we start channeling in on what's really worth it in life, all of that other stuff, man, you start realizing, man, I would have gave that up anytime. I would never want somebody to take my life because they feel I have something that I'm wearing and they want. If you want that, all you have to do is ask me. You don't even know the type of person that, I am, So whatever we got holding inside that's hurting us, or we feel like we can't do something, there's always a way of doing it. It's just how we gonna do it. We might not be as quick as the person that can, pay for it and get it done, but the more we build with each other and we move along, we gonna get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. I believe in that. If they can lock people and throw them away for 20 years, you mean we can't work our way? That's the journey is everything. It's everything. It's everything. People like to stop you in the middle of your journey and say, "Look at this. Look what I'm wearing. Look at this," and it's all a distraction. Your journey is gonna be the most beautiful thing because you're gonna take some falls and some pitfalls in it. But as long as you don't compare it to anything else out here, don't compare what you to anything, you'll be all right. Because we all have differences about us and we all look at things differently. You know, like I can see hip hop as a whole and just feel bad inside. Like, man, look where we going. Like, why are we here? Why are we looking at each other like that? It's a weird thing, man. It's a weird thing going on, and I can't put my hands all the way on it or grasp it. But I know it's something right now that's not. It's something ain't right about the way social media got us looking at each other. Something wrong. Something wrong. Something's wrong. I mean, sometimes I need a damn therapist for myself. But that's just how life goes, you know? But I appreciate you. I know you feel me out there. I appreciate you, yo, for real. Sometimes I gotta think back and, you know, follow my own advice. And that's what I've been doing lately, man. I was nervous as hell in the doctor, man. I was sitting there nervous. I'm saying, you know what? It's something I gotta do, man. But it turns out, you know, a lot of it was anxiety driven and just overthinking, and I have to eat better though. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I gotta eat better. Gotta eat better because what you eat is how you feel too. Food and the things you put inside of your body definitely plays a part in your thinking and how you feel. So I definitely gotta step that up. I gotta step a lot of things up, man. I gotta start doing a little more better for myself. Yeah, man. And did you guys hear you know, they was fighting over all of, and look how it go though. Biggie Smalls like vultures. They, you know, with his mom passing, they want his just the ownership of everything, and it's kind of like people will grab ownership of your stuff before your family can get it. How do they expect people to leave a legacy and things like that if you can't give my accomplishments and the things that I accomplished to my kids and my, you know, my family? It's like people that they have their own, they have a price tag on other people's success. I think it's money, y'all. I think it's money. And I'm not saying it's not all the way our fault. Society right now, it's like everything that's going on has a price tag on it. So it's kind of like, but it's some of this stuff you can take your mind off of that. Like, for example, clothes and things like that, like material stuff, like all of that stuff. If you really think how fast people are getting things and throwing it away, you know, brand new today and used tomorrow, you will understand that. Let's just get to tomorrow so I could save for today. If you understand what I'm saying, like only attach the things that's gonna be like really like you don't have to put that used tag on it. You can wear it all the way through. It's happening, you guys. Like they don't. A lot of people have this like it's like a cutoff switch mindset. Like, okay, I got it today, and tomorrow what's next? It's like sit with things. Sometimes just knowing that you have the money to buy it, you don't have to buy it, you know? You don't have to buy it. Why you have to buy it? You know you can buy that, and you know tomorrow, you know how you are, and tomorrow you're gonna want something else. So skip it today, and then maybe you'll have more for tomorrow. Because it's always gonna be something that they have for you to buy. It's just, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out my damn self. With a few good people like you guys. But I'm definitely I'm gonna buy a laptop so I can sit down and really chop it up with y'all and show y'all different things, and because I really appreciate y'all, man. That's where my mind was at this morning. I'm like, so more people are getting locked up, more artists and more disrespect. You know, like for my family, we all stick together. Like my family, we stick together. We I can't leave them behind. There's no amount of money that would make me want to do something against how my family brought me up or something like that. You know, I don't mind being embarrassed in the public, but I do form. I love being loved and respected with my family. So anybody that come in my bunch, I always show them the same respect. I never search for to be the toughest or things like that. I always search to have some more understanding. Once you search for that, you start to see when people make their mistakes, you're like, wait, let me see what was they going through? Like what led them there to get to that point to just feel that way? And sometimes it's us that induced it. Like all of us have a little part in Kanye West, his this like narcissistic type of thing he got going on. We all play a part in that. Me myself too, because when he was doing what we loved him doing, and it's almost like we gave him too much. We was feeding the narcissist with too much. You can do this, you can do that. Certain things that he did, people cheered for that wasn't really all the way right in the past. And people like, I'll give you an example. When Kanye did that thing where he was just drinking the Hennessy and he went up on stage with Taylor Swift, for some people, they was like, oh, he right though, they stealing awards from us, this and that. But for others, it's like, that's embarrassing us. Why you gonna jump up on that lady stage and do all of that? That's embarrassing to us. It says that we don't have control over, sometimes you ain't gonna always win. We're not gonna always win. You're not gonna always win. You know how many times, just being a regular person, sometimes it was meant for you, you thought you was gonna win and somebody else gets it. But you have to be humble in that, and all of that gets wiped away because of status and money. Just because a person makes so much money or whatever, how much money he has, doesn't make him right at everything he does. And the more people keep drilling that in him, he's right, he's a genius, he's this, that makes these people head get like this, and they feel like they're unstoppable until somebody comes around and stops them. And it could all be like, it traces back, man. It traces back. I feel bad for some of these people. I really do, because we all could do better than that. We all gotta, look at it. I never ask anybody for anything, but if there's one thing I would ask people for, is to take better understanding in other people's situations. I can't believe what he said about Jay and Beyonce using those type of words on. I never talk on people's kids like that. Don't you know the same kids you're talking about and all these, you're down in the kids as well as the family. Don't you know that could hurt them deeply? With the unalive rates going up, because people can't find themselves to this social media image that's being presented, and they want to hurt themselves and change up their face and how they look, and change up. They feel like somebody else's personality is better than their personality. Look, you are you. People gonna love you for you. You don't want to come on social media and become this person that social media made. No, you want to come on social media with the person that God made. Be good to your people, man. We're not gonna all come from. Some of us come from some rough backgrounds, but we still try to make the best of each other, and understand when you see people out there that's going through the same thing that you're going through. If you got out of it, you can help them. Say something. Don't sit there. Say something. And sometimes I'm forced to say, wait, this is wrong. And I don't really like to, if you really know me, I never really like talking about people, really. But if I see it's affecting the youth or somebody else, now I look at the youth and they're looking at them, I look at the youth and I see them looking up to that, I'm like, nah, that ain't a thing to look up to. Nah, man. It ain't like that. Just because that guy got a full pocket don't mean he's fulfilled inside. And there's a lot that comes with when people put these like these big numbers. See, in order, I'm gonna tell you what's the problem. A lot of people see the end results, but they don't know that on those tours, just taking it, that takes a lot out of you. So that's really the bulk of the money, them putting their time into this thing. That's where the bulk of the money comes from. Not really the artistry of what they're saying. It's really them putting their time to be there, to show up. That's why they make the money like that. And a lot of people don't even want to do that. They don't want to put in the work to do that. So how can you hate on a person that worked hard for what they did, no matter what you think the song sounds like or whatever? There's an audience out there that's loving the music for that person, and that is the reason why that's going that way. People look at it like they just want the quick money. A lot of artists right now, they don't want to even be artists anymore. I can see it. I can see it and I can feel it. They don't want to put down the music. It's not like they can't put down, make music, but it's something that's drawing them away. And I think it's this type of energy. This people just, everything you do. I try to find the best in people too, man. If I don't really got really too much to say on a person, I ain't gonna say nothing. Like the reason why I mentioned that young MA, because it hurt me the way she looked in that hospital. It hurt me. That hurt me. That hurt me. Because I know people that's alcoholics, and I know where it can take people, and she was so young. I don't really care about what her sexual preference is. That's so childish. Thinking about somebody else's sexual preference. Man, don't you know there's people on this earth, they love us. No, if somebody loved them, they're going to love them back, and they're going to love them no matter what. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing is set up and nothing is structured in a way that it can't have a redesign to it. And I just felt bad that she was in a position where, because if there was somebody around her to tell her, that's not the way to go. And she had I know her story. She lost her brother, so it wasn't like she was, young MA was just out. She was spitting from her heart. That's pain. She lost her I believe it was her brother, in the jump of her career. And from that point on, she's been going up and up with her music. And then in between the music, I see her with this Henny to the bottle and this. I'm just like, no. Once you put all that stuff in the mix, I promise you, it might taste good now, but the more you get older and older, you'll be like, why did I do that? I would have gave that up to live 10 more days longer. Anything that numbs you, be scared of. I'm glad to see that she's doing better, though. I'm really glad to see she's doing better. You see a lot of these relationships now, they're not even lasting long. I can't find myself like that. For me to love somebody and love on somebody, you really got to see things at least halfway how I see it. And just know that if you want something out of me, and you want something, I will always be there for you. I might take a little longer to get it because I'm working hard for it as well. I'm working hard for myself as well as you, as well as my family. But you're going to get it. That's love. A lot of these relationships, it's so much like a business deal now. It's almost like signing a contract. And they've fallen short because they don't want to live out the years with each other, because everybody feels like they have so many options, and they don't. We don't have as many options as we think. Of course it feels good to fall in love and run away to the hills, but you have to also know who you're falling in love with. Don't just fall in love with a pretty face and a smile and a big behind. That's not what it's all about. Fall in love with the person that's going to understand you for you. As men, we make these problems a long time. You see the girl in that classroom, and she's staring at you, and you taking advantage of, you just laughing because you like the other chick, you like the more popular chick, but she's over there and she knows she probably can't get a shot with you because you caught up with her. That was your lady. Love the people that love you. Don't miss out on your chances of starting something new because you feel like this is the way to go. When you hard-headed like that, hard-headed, make a soft behind, you know how our parents tell us. It's true, it's true, it's true, it's true. When you don't let love is something you can't control. If somebody loves you, you can't just throw that away. That's somebody's feelings. A lot of these relationships, they build how much money you got? Oh, we're going to split up the cars, this and that. No. No, 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 no. We're gonna get there though, because a lot of people are open. Don't think it's gonna be like this forever. We're gonna get there. I feel like music, hip hop is gonna take a better I say a more responsible. We have to find more routes to, like, even if somebody say they're a rapper, if they're doing criminal acts and things like that, you're not a rapper. You're not a rapper. You're a criminal. I feel like there's gonna be a point where we're gonna have to start, like, kind of filtering out the artists and really start. All that we have to do is the people that put out good content, good music, and you see it's in their heart to do, and they're not doing any nonsense. I feel like those should be the people pushed to the forefront. I swear to you guys, I know y'all probably laughing at me, but I don't know how much money these people got. Like, I never looked at these people for their money and said, oh, he's better. No. I feel like whatever they should get as much as they can, because a lot of artists are not even being compensated the right amount of money. Yeah, it's a lot, but it's not the right amount. I hear what's going on, you know. People could do so. Out of all the artists, I feel bad for Lil Durk though. I won't lie to y'all. I won't lie to y'all. I really, out of all the artists, I feel bad for Lil Durk, man. I hope that he could find his way out, because I know he won't be. I know he's. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it was just a mask he was putting on and just giving us, this side of him, and then when he go behind the scenes, do whatever. But I can tell you, man, from what I see and how I feel like something ain't right with that Lil Durk one though. Like, maybe he just got caught up in the mix, and I don't know, man. Them conspiracy charges are crazy. I don't want to see our people get thrown away like that. But at the same time, our people hurting our people. It's a fight, it's a fight, it's a fight. LA. I love Los Angeles, and it's many a times where I felt something harsh inside for Los Angeles, but I came to myself and I think I said a lot of good people out there. Why are these people letting them paint them as some gangsters? There's a lot of other things that's going on out there that's more fulfilling than this gangster life, man. There's some good people out there. Never ever disrespect any females anywhere, because they are mothers, they are your sisters. They're the ones that see you guys going out there at war. There's many of women out there out in LA that don't like what's going on. I heard out there it's very quiet behind this Big U stuff, because there's people that he helped and there's people that he hurt. You see how you can't play both sides of this fence? You can't be that way. You can't be that way. People gonna rep for you when you're out there, but you can't go out there and hurt other people. You have to be strong enough to take the punch. Take the punch. You don't always have to win the fight to win the fight. Man. Everybody always want to tell you gotta win the fight, win this. No, sometimes winning the fight means don't fight at all. Because these people want to see you fighting. They want to see you out there with that energy, and they're gonna pull you down with it. Sometimes you don't even gotta fight. God gave you 2 feet. Walk away, run, do whatever you gotta do. But you run with a smile on your face that, no, you can't take the rest of my life away from me. You're better than that. You know that. It's the people that have less that means the most in this world. You watch and see. You watch and see how God make it. I'm telling you from the heart. I'm telling you. The ones blinded by the money and let money lead their life are gonna be the ones that's lost. You see, when you don't have as much, you appreciate it more. You appreciate it. But what do I know? I'm some city boy out here in New York, you know? Shouts out to all my guys. Oh, shouts out to B.I.G. Now, you see, now I wanted to give some shouts out, shouts out to B.I.G TV with Wicked. I believe the cutie Aaron. People out there trying to make differences and build conversations with people to build up their community. It starts with, you see, it starts with like one person tell another person, tell another person, tell another person, and it keep building. But it's always in between that, it's always got somebody always come in the mix with this money, and then throw everybody off. Because we all do need it to survive. But we don't need it to be happy. We don't need it to be happy. That's the thing. Man. see my people out here, they fighting out there, man. They're fighting, man. My people fighting, man. They're fighting, man. They're trying to lock everybody up, man. They're trying to really lock people up. And you gotta be artists, man. You know, as let me tell you something. You know, that's why when it comes down to movies and actors, like, you know, when it, like, say actor is acting somebody else's life out, the actor always plays a better role than if that person was put in the movie to tell their story themselves. You want to know why? It's just, that's the reality of life. It's almost like, if you're an artist and you're telling somebody else's life and the things that you've seen around it, and it became part of your journey, it's going to be a better fit for you than you going out there telling all the bad things you did and all of that. Because people want to see you go up, but when you get up there now, they want to pull you down. So why not pull the people as you're going up? You know? You got to know how to safeguard yourself and show people things that, because there's always going to be somebody coming around and whispering something in their ear, making them feel it's something that it's not. Look at the guys that's really trying to create and build. And another thing that put a smile on my face, man, I was almost in tears, that on the Nick Cannon, if you check it out on Tubi, he had bought this girl that he worked for. I mean, that she works for him, like a wrangler. Just surprised. The little things like that, I'm happy. It gets me heavy inside. Like, oh, you surprised that she didn't expect that? I like things like that. I like when people surprise people and help them out with different things, because not everybody, just because everybody has like the strength or the power to do something, don't mean somebody can't come around and do something for them. That's love. That's a blessing. I'm telling you, man, this good. I still believe in us, and I still believe that there's good people out there. But I just feel with the music and everything, it made people just so aggressive, and it made people just like, you do something to me, I'm canceling you out. Nah, you do something to me, I might just leave. Might not do anything to you. You know, like in Bronx Tale, when they said, you know, you just, like, if he owe you money, don't even mess with him, because he just showed you who he is. So for whatever money that he owe you, just take it as a loss and don't ever go back over there again. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to be that way. You don't always have to be the person that's come out on top in your head. Coming out on top sometimes means just leaving the whole situation alone. I always knew that, like, I realized that, like, that tough guy stuff from a long time ago. Because when the tough guy loses, right, or when everybody, like, it just like disappear, like, don't even pay no mind, and it's like, damn, they ain't even leave nothing back. That toughness don't stay around. I never want to be that type of person, though. Never, ever, ever, ever. I just love you guys. I just wanted to, this Friday, to bring something a little different and let you know of me personally. Like, no, I went to the doctor. You got to go to the doctor. Sometimes your anxiety can make you hold back on this, but just give me my results, yo. Let me know where I'm at, what I got to fix. Let me know what's going on. Let me see what's going on. Because I'm feeling some type of way, and I want to know what's going on. And in God's will, and, you know, he's always on my side. I want to do something for y'all. And the people that know me know that even if I had 1 million subscribers, I'll be doing the same thing. But you would never know that. You'll have to just believe in me that I'm that type of person. You understand what I'm saying? I've always been like this. Like, always wanting to help people and things like that. Just finding new ways to help people. And while I'm helping them, hopefully I can help myself within helping them. And that's a life lived. I'm telling you. I'll be all right. I can make it out here with less than everybody. I'm telling you, you got to champion that. They need a whole bunch of material things to survive. Meanwhile, I can make it with less. You could put me in a corner. I'll start doing my work, chopping up with the people, start gathering people around. We start working all together, start loving on each other. Man, I'll forget about how much money I got in my pocket because I got so much happiness in my heart. And sometimes it gotta be that way. Everybody telling you, oh, you need $1 million, this and this, you need $1 billion, man. A lot of people lose their self trying to chase that because they don't even know what that is. They don't know what that is. They don't know what that is. See, once you start knowing who you are, people value you. And they look at you like, man, how was he so happy? How he make it through that? And those questions are gonna be the same questions that you're gonna make the most money ever, and God's gonna bring the most blessings to you. Don't be the person that nobody wants to be around. Be the person that everybody wants to come around. Oh, look how he's dressed. Oh, he's dressing different. That's how it goes. Sometimes it gets irritating for the people that's just all original. Being all original has a selfishness in it too, and that's something you have to understand. Sometimes you have to let some of the things that you know out, some of the originality that you have, let it go off to the next youth. It might not be your time to get the shine for that, but that youth over there need that to get out his environment. So put it out there so he can try to have an understanding of it and get out his situation. You came up in a better situation than that kid. That kid coming up from a rougher situation, God might want him to see more and the things to let him know that these things are not what it's all about. So when you see him doing what he got, don't interrupt his journey. Just help him out with it so he won't make the same mistakes that you know that's gonna arrive. You could always help somebody. Don't you think you can? We all people, we all together. No, it's no even though it's African, black, white, we human beings, good people. We are here on this earth together. Ain't nobody, it wasn't no choice for none of us. Everybody when we got here, this is how it went down. This is how the story went. Social media came in and changed all of our lives. This is how the story went. As we communicate with each other and see our likes and differences. Some of us stuck to the differences and some of us stuck to our similarities. But as the story goes, we here now, so we gotta make best of it. There's some people that can't get out here and turn on the live. They're in the hospital beds, and you still gotta have heart for those people and those families because it can happen to anybody. And once you know it can happen to anybody, you find a different sense of how you love people. I appreciate you, JoJo. Yeah, money's a tricky thing too. I'm gonna tell you, money's a tricky thing. It's a tricky thing. Even if you're making money, don't let people know how much money you're making, because then they look to that money before they look at who you are. Even if you make the money and do good things, you know people make up they'll live a better, longer life. Than not. That's why I don't come on here and tell you how much money it ain't worth it to do that. These are little things I learned, growing up, because I don't want to be divided. I want to come together. I don't want to be that way. I don't want to be like the only one in that corner, the only one over here. That's just not. I want people to come together. I was always like that. Like, and not come together like in a gang sense, but just come together like, you know what? I see what you're doing. Let me add this to it, and it won't be a problem. You know. Sometimes I just be thinking, man. Everything I do for everybody else. If you're that type of person, you'll know what I'm talking about. Everything I do for somebody else. The things I start doing for myself, those little things inside, man, sometimes doing for other people just made me feel a whole lot better. So as I went on, I just keep up my fight. Keep up my fight, man. I'm gonna keep up my fight, yo. I can't tell you no different. I can't tell you no lies, and come up here and try to be somebody I'm not, because the people that really know me out here and places, they're like, why is he doing that? I always gotta give you my best self so that can bring out the best in you. I know that. I know if I come up here and I'm always yelling and beefing and this and that, not only I'm gonna hurt myself, but it's gonna hurt you too, because you're gonna think the aggression is gonna be the thing that's gonna lead in everything. No, it's not that. Sometimes it ain't the person talking, it's the person listening that's gonna get the most benefit. And I know that. I know that. But I couldn't wait to come see you guys and come talk to you guys and let you know that I'm going through my little things too, but I'm making it out because I have a strong mind. That's the only reason why. That's the only reason. I see Yella Beezy. I see another artist, and they've got it. The level of just the violence, the disrespect that they got surrounded. It's like a dark cloud, you guys. It's a dark cloud, and I'm gonna get from under this shit. I don't want to be under no damn dark clouds. I want to be able to help anybody, help people. I want to be able to, like, If somebody need like help in their family, they need a little, whether it be money or whatever, I want to be there for them. I want to be able to love on somebody that loves me unconditionally, and I don't have to watch. I don't have to worry about what's in their phone. I don't have to worry about who's cheating. I don't have, because the people that I love, I truly love, and I'll trust in them no matter if I see something with my own eyes. I still won't believe it because that's how much love I have for them. I refuse to go down a dark path, and I don't even care if people talk about me. I don't, trust me, you guys, I don't care because I have flaws. And I can only be human and work on myself as I go. That's why I don't down people or anything like that, man. It's just, sometimes I get angry though because I'm like, you can't see it. But then sometimes I got to say to myself, wait. They can't see it what you're seeing. You ain't, it's not like I could. There's something that we have within us. How we communicate without words is feeling. How we feel about each other, how we feel about that next person says a lot about us. The people that don't care, greed, they don't mind you next day you don't show up. But the people that care about you and have some love for you, they want to make sure you're all right. They want to make sure you're all right. They want to make sure you're all right. I want to be around more people like that. I think next year I'm gonna go back home. I'm gonna probably try to get a flight out to Barbados or something. Because this is how I put my life. Like, I already know that this summer is gonna be like a working on myself, And I'm gonna have to dedicate myself to you guys as well as my craft and my businesses to really strive and to be able to do the things that I want to do to help you guys. So I'm gonna have to put in that work. I'm gonna have to lighten up on the vacations and having a lot of fun just to take that and turn it around into something. I mean, I have fun all my life. Why not make it more serious and I could have a helping hand for people? I love that. I want to do that. I don't mind if I take shorts for it. I don't mind. I don't mind. Because I want to show people that all of this money and all this thing that people hover overhead, it doesn't mean anything. You can do a lot and go so far, and live a happy life. And I don't care if people make fun of me and all that. Don't worry about that stuff. Trust when I tell you, don't worry when somebody talk about you. As long as they're not affecting with your job or anything like that, you keep pushing. Because they can't tell you something if you know who you are. That's the trick to it. They're gonna talk, they're gonna tell people different things about you. Some people jealous about you, but when people get to know you for who you are, they'll never forget that. They'll never forget that. Make learning a part of your experience. If you love learning, then you're gonna always be good. That's the key to it too. These are little things that I just realized. Like, I might not want to learn everything, but the things that I really get interested in, I learn them down, man. You would think that I was a professor the way I learned them things and try to help other people with it. Because I'm passionate about those things. So I'm just like you, man. I'm trying to find value in different things now that I see that certain things that I thought in the past were major are really minor and when it comes down to this whole process of living life. Like before I went to the doctor, I spoke to my grandmother and she said, "You gonna be all right." And I said, "I know you don't." But she's the one that always give me my strength. She give me my strength. I'm telling you, it's all in your mind. That's when they say life is a dream. That's kind of what they mean. It's all in your mind. How you look at things, your intake, your outlook is what's going to keep you up. Some people lose one person and can't go the next day into their life because that person meant so much to them. Is it the wrong thing or a right thing? I can't tell you. But I could tell you that the love that they had was strong. I want that. I want that. And I'm not ashamed to say that. If it's not real love, I don't want it. I want that though. I could really love on somebody. I could really love on somebody. And I feel like not only do I deserve more for myself, but I feel like you guys deserve more for yourselves too, to have the best life that you can carve out for yourself. And it has nothing to do with material things, everything to do with the things that you love and that you keep in your soul. Because that's what they want from us, right? Ain't that what they want from us? They want our attention and they want our soul. They want us to follow whatever they're doing and cheer for them. Root for yourself. Root for your family. Even if they weren't good to you, root for them still and pray for them. Not everybody has the best start, you know? But we all can change up how we finish. We can all do that. We can all do that. Some you'd be surprised. There's some really, really good people out in this world, though. I wouldn't even lie. Social media might cut it down to like make it look like it's not, but there's some really good people out here in this world that don't just judge you. They just appreciate you. Appreciate your time, your space. You know, find those people. After this, I got a video. It's just breaking down some things, how OnlyFans tricks the youth, and you know, just the ownership of the videos you put up today, and people having tax problems. I just wanted to make it an eye opening of what's going on behind the scenes. Even though in front it looks shiny, behind is what really counts. But I appreciate you guys for, you know, stopping in with me and checking up on me, because every now and then I do need a little checkup on see how I'm doing, because times could be hard, man. I hate to see my people like this. And I guess that's the reason why my anxiety shows how much I really care, because, yeah, it triggers me. But I'm gonna do the best, man. I'm gonna do the best for you guys. I'm gonna work hard for you guys to try to change it up in these YouTube streets, along with some good guys that I always watch and represent and support their channels. Yeah, man. Love you guys, and y'all stay tuned. I got some more stuff dropping. I'll be in the little chat, but I got some edits and I gotta still finish up some work with some clothes. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy your day. And today, you know, find it in yourself to start a journal. That's what I'm doing too. Even, you know, it's a good way to journal if you guys don't want to like write it down. You can make like a ChatGPT daily journal, just saying little things, how you feel inside, and let it journal it out for you. And then, you know, it'll keep it. And then after, you can maybe put like a little book together and you have your little journal of yourself, like a little journal of yourself. I always say write it down, because when you write it down, it manifests. You know, if you typing doesn't make you manifest. A lot of people think that. Like if you type something down, it's gonna manifest. And no, write it down, let the ink. After you finish that journalism and you start writing it over, it start getting into your life. You start building from that. I'm always used to writing and stuff. You know, I've been doing a lot of writing, but I got something that's later on. I don't want to go too far ahead. But y'all enjoy this Friday, y'all. Enjoy this Friday. We made it, you know? We made it. You know? Enjoy it. Enjoy the people around you. And even if you want to take some time to yourself just to reflect and think about all the good things you did for people, all the good things people did for you, do that. But don't concentrate too much on all the crime and everything that's going on, because that starts to become part of your life. It's a sad thing that's going on, but you still gotta find you, and we still gotta make it out of this thing alive and happy and well. So I love you guys, and I really appreciate you guys spending some time with me. I really do, man, because I really needed it. Until next time, it's your boy Mickey Fenty, aka Mickey Made It. If you're new to this channel, you know what to do to this channel. Subscribe right now. Peace. Love y'all.